Hello everyone, this is Crump3txxix here, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. And today we're going to be doing something a little bit different, a little bit out of my comfort zone. Today we're going to be doing some building outside of the cave. But before we get to that, got a couple things to go over. And first of all, I started digging out an area to make the storage room for the iron farm. Now, when I was digging this out, I had a little bit of an idea. It wasn't a smart one. It caused me a death, and actually I've died a few times since last episode, which I'll talk about later. But if you can already hear back here, sounds like there's a good bit of mobs. So what I did is this area that I dug out for the storage area for the iron farm, I kind of did a little bit of a test to see how good my spawn rates would be, and they turned out to be pretty well. So, the other reason why I did this is because I also wanted to gather some string, because, you know, like I've been talking about, I do want to move over to the swamp at some point, or at least make some sort of base over there, and then eventually make the witch trap. Now, if I could ever get into here, we can see some spawn rates. I've already killed a good, 10 zombies, it seems like. I don't know. Maybe we'll make some sort of counter in editing. Hi, oh my god. Can I at least get in the room, please? Oh my god, I need a better sword. I am pretty ill-equipped right now because of me being stupid. The death stories, I guess. But I just want to take a quick look in here, because get away. If they're not letting me in. These guys really don't want me to come in. It wasn't this bad before. All right, I'm in. Thank you. So, hey! I don't like you. All right, they're letting me in. The spawn floors don't look as crowded as they were before, but I'm pretty sure that's because all the zombies kind of already came rushing out, and are still continuing to keep rushing out. I don't know what happened to him, he got distracted. Top floor is decent, but yeah, you saw the sheer amount of zombies and everything that came out. Every single time you come in here, you get a different group of mobs. Hey, don't do that. You get a different group of mobs that try to spawn, but that time it seemed to be a lot of zombies. But yeah, so we got good spawn rates going on in there, so I am going to soon be making some sort of mob farm. Not going to be anything too terribly unique like I tried to do in Season 2, where I came up with the efficient yet very resource-friendly, minus whatever looting system you did, because I chose an entire floor of hoppers, but a very efficient farm for the actual resources it took to make it. But I'm not going to be doing anything like that. I got the string and I want to make some sort of shifting floor design. And I have kind of experimented with a couple different things. And if it ends up being kind of cool and unique, I might make a tutorial for it, because I haven't done one of those in a while and couldn't hurt. But yeah, so let's head on up to the surface, because that's where we're going to be doing most of our work today. And the first thing, well, you'll obviously see once we get out there, is I've cleaned up the area. I filled in the hole with the iron farm, and cleaned up all, the stuff from the infinite breeder and the water stream bringing the villagers into my base. So that's all gone now. Now we just have our plain, boring old plains. Anyways, so we got all this cleaned up, and looks better. Not sure what I'm going to do about this glass in the area, but I mean, I can't really do a lot of building in this area anyways, because anything with doors, I can't build here. If they're too close to the villagers, they'll register, throw off the village center of one of these, and then, mess things up with the iron farm. We don't want to do that. So I don't know what I'm really going to do with that glass or anything like that. But I did some exploring. And so I'm going to take a quick look at that. I found a couple new biomes. One of them I found actually before the previous episode, but I don't know how I missed it before. But we'll talk about that when I get there. Oh, hey, cool. There's more horses around here. at least one more horse. Oh, there's another. Cool. Found new horses. I'll have to come back and get these eventually because the one that I have does not even begin to compare to the first one that I had and lost. Which is, I'm still pretty sad about. That was a really good horse. Alrighty. I think we're just about there. No, the swamp biome is not what I meant to show you. This isn't even the same one as before. We're not near the witch hut. Well, I mean, we kind of are, but now you can kind of see it. Here in the distance is a, well, it's not actually that far, but this a nice little mesa biome. There's some weird little pillar type things. I've never seen generation like that before. Don't actually have cactus yet. Let's grab some of this while I'm here. But anyways, yeah, I found a mesa biome, which it's really close by, like I was saying before, and I'm surprised I didn't see this before, because just a little bit down to, what is this, the south here, there is a desert biome that I've actually been to before. It's actually really close. I think it's just over this hill, or yeah, I think that's it out in the distance, or is that more mesa? I don't know. It seems like I'm generating new chunks because it's going. Oh, there's this. All right, yeah, there's the desert, and actually behind that desert, there's also darn, what's it called? The I can't remember the biome name. It's the one with the acacia trees and everything. This is. Oh crap! I don't want. Hey, a spawner. What spawner? Hey, it's a skeleton spawner. Coordinates. Cool. I don't know why I'll ever need a skeleton spawner, but, you know, whatever. Cool. Okay, everybody, we are at our final location for this episode. Like I said earlier, we're going to be doing some building, and there's some stuff, like I was saying, we're going to talk about, so we're going to try to do some building on camera. I've memorized a lot of the details of this build already, but anyways, what I'm trying to do here is, I've already cleared out a plot and everything, but ever since I started playing Minecraft, I've always wanted to, even before Villagers came out, back when the game was still in alpha, the game only costed $5 when I paid for it and everything, but the ability to, like, just build houses and, like, make your own town and everything has always been so appealing to me, but I am a much more technical player rather than, you know, an aesthetic builder or anything like that. So I never, like, I kind of just gave up on trying to do it because whenever I would try, it just never would turn out right. I was, I don't know, a big critic of my own building and everything. I didn't really ever care for it, and just never really did the idea. But I've always wanted kind of like a medieval village and a castle and things like that. That's one of the things I've always wanted ever since I started playing Minecraft. And again, like I said, never really done it. So today, we're going to start working on our building skills a little bit. And so I've designed a medieval house, so to say. I've been doing a lot of, watching a lot of videos and everything, especially like building, like LPers that do lots of building, such as, you know, B00, and I've watched Corrales in the past. I didn't do it recently, but just, you know, people like that. So I kind of, after doing some, like, looking up some stuff, watching LPs of, you know, very technical builders, not, you know, redstone people or anything like that, kind of got some ideas and finally came up with my own design for a house after picking up some tricks. So we're going to start doing that, and we're just going to start today with a small house. And then this area, I picked out this area on purpose because there's mountains in the background, there's a forest and everything. You know, it's a pretty nice area. I don't really like the mountains. They kind of looked a little screwed up, but I'm going to terraform at least, like, I know that portion there, this over here. I mean, there's going to be some terraforming done in the area. There's lots of caves and messed up, uneven, flat, or unflattened areas. I'll need to flatten out some of it. I'm going to try to keep as much natural terrain look as I can. Like, I want to keep the mountains. I want to keep, you know, slopes and stuff like that. But pretty much we're just going to try to build with the environment. That's something I forgot about doing for a long time. So I'm kind of, you know, pleased with me remembering these things now. I guess is a good way of putting it. So I'm going to start trying to work on my build skills a little bit. And we're going to have kind of a plus sign shaped house here. And we're going to be using the most professional types of blocks for this, cobble. Because everybody loves cobble, right? Well, it does actually fit in pretty good with medieval. But while we get some of these walls and everything built up, I was saying some stuff that I've done between the episodes. I haven't really done anything in terms of like progress in the world, but just a lot of creating stuff like that, and designing buildings such. I got some I got the Iron Titan area cleaned up, which is nice. Actually had quite a bit of problems with that. The first night that I actually got it finished, after I finished recording, I immediately, I've been working on the Iron Titan for so long. It was really late, and actually I don't know exactly how late it was, but anyways, I'd been working on that for so long, I wanted to take a break, so I left myself AFK, and took my break, and I accidentally fell asleep for the night, and that was before I ended up, filling in any of that area, which I said I was going to do at the end of the episode, and like how I showed you what I did, but I didn't end up doing that at the time. And when I came back the next morning, I had gotten a lot of iron, but my farm had already been broken. Because zombies eventually, when they would try to track down the villagers and that big hole was open, they don't normally jump from a height like that, but when a few of them gather up, they tend to push themselves off. And the fall distance wasn't nearly high enough to kill them, so they ended up just falling in after a while. And then they broke down the doors, and after a while they broke down so many doors that the village shutters were off, golems were spawned in the wrong spots, taking up the caps for how many golems can be in a village. And pretty much broke the farm. So I lucked out real lucky, I lucked out. I phrased that so badly, but as soon as I had actually finished building it, I made a world backup because I know things can go wrong, especially with that farm, and I don't want anything to go wrong with that farm. That's why I designed that special nether portal item spitter thing. So in case we had underflow, which actually I think it's gonna actually end up happening, underflow that is, but it hasn't happened yet, and the poppies seem to be just about keeping up with what it needs, but I don't know, it looks like it's gonna hit underflow eventually, just not very much. And by underflow I mean I'm not gonna have enough poppies to send through the portal after a while. And then, if I leave the area for some reason, the iron farm will become, or the village, if the area unloads, if I leave it and go to the nether or something like that, the villages will merge and the farm will be broken. I'll just have a single village iron farm that I spent hours and hours and hours of time making. So, I don't want that. So, I guess, another couple stupid things that we've done since the last episode is I've killed a few times. One time I got killed in the nether. I got a wither skull actually, just doing some farming in the nether. The next day after I finished the Titan, I just wanted a break from all that, so I went out figuring, because I have the iron to make beacons now, so it would probably be a good idea to make beacons, but I did get a skull, but I ended up dying once, getting shot off the fortress, and I didn't have feather falling anymore. I had already broken that set of armor. So, yep, didn't have feather falling, got shot off the fortress, and then died. Wasn't too fun. But I did recover my stuff, but after that, that kind of ended my, my wither skull hunting spree. So that kind of sucked. But I did get one, and we'll go back and get more eventually, and do, a wither fight sometime, hopefully in the near future. But we got a good bit of this frame built up, so I guess let's get back to talking about this again. And so we have our frame here doing our spruce like I tend to do. I really like spruce wood. I really like the darkness of it, and then, you know, the darkness kind of fits for medieval. Now we got to come back down here, and we're gonna fill in the cobble is actually inset one block, but we're gonna fill in the actual frame with diorite here. And one thing I've noticed when I was watching all the videos, trying to learn how to, you know, build better, is that a lot of people use wool for their second floor, because, you know, the white in the second floor is a pretty common characteristic of medieval builds, and it's fine, but I don't understand why people use wool now that there's diorite, and I think it's because of the texture pack. It doesn't make sense really to me. In vanilla, it doesn't look right. The texture just doesn't fit, in my opinion. It does look like, you know, a wool texture, not a stone texture. And I'm pretty sure in actual medieval buildings, they're not using wool walls. They're using stone. It's just a, you know, a lighter colored stone. It's not like they're shearing some sheep and then, you know, knitting it or doing something to it to make it into a wall type material. I don't think that's what's going on in medieval buildings. So we're not using wool. We're not copying everybody else. Well, I don't know if people started using diorite yet. If they did, then we are copying everybody else, not on purpose, but yeah. So this is kind of, let's kind of step back and get a look at the shape. We'll have to sleep here soon too. So that's going to be kind of our basic shape, and it doesn't look like a whole lot yet. Honestly, it's not a bad shape though. Decent size. And one thing I've noticed when I've been trying to, oh come on, it's night. When I've been trying to design real nice aesthetic things, it's like I really have been practicing. It just hasn't turned out well. But when you try to build something larger, you know, like a starter house that you could live in, it's a lot harder to get like a real detailed, nice looking build. Just because of like the roof sizes and stuff like that, height. Like when you build something that's more than like 5-7 blocks long, even using stairs, roof sizes become like 2/3 of the height of the building, and it's just ridiculous. I personally hate it. Let's see, I have stone brick on me. Let's see, we're gonna get the roof in real quickly. But yeah, anyway, so continue talking about the other random stuff. I did, and right after getting back to the nether thing and dying, right after I got back from the nether, I died again stupidly. I literally had just recovered my body, and, God, damn it, I forgot the slabs. I had just recovered my body, and I found a nice little, I don't know if it's a glitch or just weird behavior of 2 blocks not properly working together as they should, but, in my entrance to my base, or my current entrance, which is that ladder with the fall, I put a slime block down, as you guys have probably seen. I haven't really mentioned it, but I put a slime block down so I could free fall, and if I missed the ladder, I would just catch the slime block. No big deal, right? So I was doing that. I was on my way back from the nether after just recovering all my items and everything, and I got fed up, and I was like, alright, I'm done for now. I'm not gonna, you know, die again. And how did I place that stair like that? I don't think that's possible. Anyway, so I just got back from the nether, and jumping down into my base from where the portal is, and I caught the ladder right as I hit the slime block, and it killed me from fall damage. It said I fell off a ladder. And you know, that's two different ways of preventing fall damage, and yet somehow I still died to fall damage. I don't understand how that is even possible. It is just astounding that had even happened. I don't get it. I really don't. But it happened. So, and then I also died one more time in that room I was saying earlier that I ended up getting myself killed doing, where I plan on building the iron storage. And there's also going to be a quick crafter too. But yeah, so I ended up I didn't realize my armor broke when I was doing all the fighting and everything, because I was literally just walking back out, walking back in, letting the mobs spawn again, and then fighting them, and eventually my armor broke, as it should, and I didn't realize it, like a dummy. That's the wrong way. And got chased out. Like, I had half a heart left, and I realized, oh shit, my armor's all broken. And so I tried to get out of there, and I thought I was going to escape. I was like out of the room, just about to block it off and everything. I was eating food and just waiting on my health to recover, and a freaking spider with a speed potion on him just come barreling out after me and just wrecked me. Something's wrong with this. Did I make this too tall? I did. I made this one too tall. Okay, I already messed up. That's what I get for trying to talk and build at the same time. So yeah, that was fun. Luckily, I died literally right next to where my bed is, so it's not like it took anything to get my stuff back. Just lost a few levels, but I do have a basic XP farm, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But the biggest death that I've had, since there's been one more that's happened since then. The block is wrong again. I accidentally, last night, I was, I don't know what I was doing. I was outside of the base, over in front of the iron farm. Maybe I was collecting iron or something out of the thing, because I've been just kind of manually removing it so the system doesn't overflow. And I guess I just left myself AFK in a field, and I left to the store, came back, and I didn't immediately get on my computer again. And I came back finally, like 2 hours later, after cooking dinner, everything like that. And I was dead, and I had been dead for so long that all my items had despawned, which is very, very saddening. I actually pretty much rage logged for that day. But that was a bit more of a devastating loss, because I did lose all my items that I had on me at that point, which wasn't too much. I did lose an efficiency 5 pickaxe. I lost a good axe as well, I believe. Let's see, a fortune iron pick, and I know there's more. There's something else that I lost that was relatively important. But the main thing was I lost my efficiency 5 pickaxe, and God, there's something else I knew was pretty important. I can't remember what it is anymore. Maybe it'll come to me. I don't know. But yeah, oh, my looting sword. I had a looting 3 sword, but that's what I was using to farm the wither skulls with, and I lost that. So that was actually kind of disappointing. But what do you do? That I messed up again. That wasn't supposed to be like that. Let's see. Where did we mess up here? So that one came up too. There was supposed to be there was supposed to be a block right there. Blah blah blah. Yeah, there's supposed to be a block there, and then this stair, and there, and here, and here. I'm actually really impressed with myself on how well I'm making a few minor mistakes here and there, but I'm really not good at building on camera, let alone building. And well, I say I'm not good at building, and then I end up designing random stuff like this, which just ends up surprising me. I hope it ends up surprising you guys too, because this is definitely out of my comfort zone, and I think it came out really well. But we got a shape for the roof. Let's go ahead and look at it. We're gonna fill in the rest of what I didn't already fill in. I'll explain it in a second. Let's just step back real quick. But that's kind of the shape for our roof. It has a good height to it and everything for the size of the building. But I did the outside with stone brick, and it's gonna, where my mouse cursor is right now, there's gonna be another set of stairs. I think I did that on one of the corners, where I brought the stairs all the way around, yeah, like that corner. And then the rest of it's going to be spruce. So it gives a couple different colors and everything to the roof. And eventually, once we're getting closer to being done, I forgot to actually bring it over here, but we might get some crackstone bricks. And where some of those solid blocks are, we can replace them with crackstone bricks to make it look a little bit more worn. I'm not sure exactly how we would do that with the spruce, but I don't know. But we've been talking for a while, and I think what I want to do now is we've got kind of a general shape and everything, and I forgot to bring the spruce wood planks and everything up with me. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fill in the rest of this roof real fast, kind of poke out some holes for windows and doors, and then we'll move on to some more detailed stuff, because I want to kind of skip through the rest of this kind of basic structure stuff, because this doesn't look too good as it stands. You know, I didn't think I was going to get to show you this because I had the entire room unlit over there showing you all the mobs, but I got a slime to spawn. But I found out that these guys, even with your hostile mob noises turned off, they can still be annoying. These guys somehow have a footstep. You can't really hear it too well because he's making these slime noises and because I'm also talking right now. But watch, if you take your hostile creature sounds all the way down. Hold on, he'll do it. He has a, yeah, see, you can hear it. It's a little bit harder to tell with just one, but you can hear him walk. Yep. That's so weird. Hey guys, so I had a little bit of an issue and I forgot to record the audio, so I'm going to try to explain what happened. So as you see here, I put in the roof and everything and some of the windows. We got iron at the top. It's kind of hard to see. I forgot to go over that. There's dark oak on the middle floor and oak fences for the windows on the bottom. And then the doors, there's going to be a front door and a back door, one perpendicular to the other. Windows perpendicular to the doors. I got a whole bunch of blocks for decorations and details. But I kind of actually failed when I was doing this clip a little bit. I forgot a lot of the details. But let's see where we're starting. So it looks like, I found something, well, odd. Anyways, I'm going to demonstrate right here with cobblestone walls and fence gates. So pretty much the idea here is when you put a fence gate next to a cobblestone wall, you'll see the color and the height of it changes. So pay attention to the color of the fence and the height actually. Now we're going to put down a cobblestone wall here in just a second. There we go, and it moves down and it gets a little bit brighter. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So you'll see again once I break it, it'll move back up and the color will change. Come on, break it. Do it. There you go. I kind of moved when I was doing that, but you know, you can see from the first time I did it. So anyways, I just want to show you that real fast. Kind of funny behavior, but so like I was saying, I kind of forgot to put in a lot of the details on this clip, and so it's going to look a little bit funny, but we're going to have some stairs and a slab in front of that window, kind of give it a different height, and we're going to use some levers to make little supports for that beam. It touches and everything, which is kind of cool. I haven't seen too many people do that, and I like that. I've seen it before a long time ago, but I just kind of remembered it when I was messing around in creative. But now what we're going to do is we're going to make some torch stands, and because we're ridiculous and we have so much iron, we're going to flaunt around the amount of iron that we have by using anvils as torch stands. So pretty good use of our iron, I know, but we have so much of it, it doesn't really matter. So now let's see what we're going to do. Oh, we're going to build a flower box on the window above, and there's going to be these flower boxes on pretty much every second floor window. And yep, there's our trapdoors already on our bar. We were prepared, but we didn't think we were, because that's generally how it works. So we have our trapdoors, and I'll put a flower in after the cut off from this clip. Didn't want to waste too much time because it's already getting a little bit long. I noticed in editing, but so we're going to put down some leaves in this corner, but I think, oh no, we're doing something else. We are going to put down leaves in that corner, but that'll come later. What we're going to do now is we're going to add a little bit of extra thickness onto the second floor. So you can see as I'm pointing to, the first floor is a little bit inset, and the diorite on the second floor is on the same level as the support beams. So we're going to add a little bit of extra thickness to the second floor to kind of, I don't know, diversify, I guess. I did mess up a little bit on this, but yeah, we have we'll have some more support with some oak going between these the two parts of the support beams that are poking out. And then for some extra color, we're going to throw in some iron bars next to the diorite, and this is where I messed up. It's not supposed to be 3 tall. There's supposed to be some other stuff there, but it's okay. I fixed it before the end. So let's see, what am I going to continue doing? We're only going to do a couple things, like I was saying. The clip's already running a bit long. I don't know what I'm pointing to. I think I'm actually addressing the fact that it's dark oak for contrasting colors. The second floor has dark oak. The third floor, I guess kind of the roof area, has iron bars, and the bottom one has oak. And the oak kind of contrasts the cobble. The dark oak kind of contrasts the diorite, and the iron bars doesn't really contrast the spruce wood, but I don't know. I thought it fit pretty well. So now I think we're gonna put some hidden lighting down in these two corners where I'm breaking out. Then we're gonna put some bushes in there in a moment. And I think I forgot we needed some upside down stone brick stairs because we're gonna build some extra support beams on the sides of our support beams because we need to support our support. So there's gonna be some upside down stairs, and then we're going to put some oak fences down the sides, and these are pretty much going to happen on every one of these outer support beams. The inner corner ones don't get any, but just the outer corners. Now we're going to actually finally put in our leaves, like I was saying like 3 times now. Trying to remember what I did, as you know, kind of commentating afterwards, trying to remember the order that I kind of built things in. But so we built some leaves, try to get it a little bit randomized because, you know, leaves, they don't grow perfectly. But let's see what else we do. We're gonna work on this front. I found another funny behavior. If you put some like a 1.5 tall block like a fence, you can't place the item frames anymore. And now if you place the item frames beforehand, it'll actually force them to pop off. I've never actually seen this before. I thought it was kind of interesting. Good idea to, or not a good idea, but a good thing to know. So you can't put item frames under, or you can't put fences under item frames, or vice versa, item frames on top. But anyways, we're going to follow the same thing as we had before, using our levers to kind of make little supports, and then we'll do the same with our torch trick with our supports using the anvils. And I was entertaining the idea of having something underneath them, but like, you know, some more stairs or something, but it gets really repetitive. It's just like how it is on that wall with the windows, and I didn't want that to happen. And I also can't put that the cobblestone slab down in front of it either, so it just doesn't transition properly. So now we're going to build our second flower box, because we're doing these 2 walls before we cut off camera. All right, we're not even going to complete them really, because it's already getting dark, as you can see in the background. But we'll take a step back and look at it, and it looks a little bit thin. That's not actually how I meant it to be. The second floor is supposed to be a bit thicker, and like I was saying, I messed up a little bit when I was trying to do this, but hey, at least I tried, right? Try to build the details on camera. The details aren't easy. They really aren't. That's really the hardest part of it. What's going to make everything look the best. And I'm talking like I know exactly what I'm doing with I'm building. I did what I think is a good build, which you can't really see yet. You'll see that soon. But I think it's a good build. But anyways, I'm talking like I know everything, but the details really were the main portion of this build. So I did forget some of the bulk. I finally realized it in this clip. So we're going to go up and kind of put some of the stuff above. There's going to be some supports above the windows. So we're going to try to add those in. They will go around the entire side, but we're just going to put it in this one spot for now, just because I started getting attacked when it was nighttime, and I was, didn't want to be attacked anymore. I wanted to sleep, and I also was getting a bit rushed at this point because I wanted to end the episode I actually, when I was waiting for it, I wanted this clip to come up during the night because I wanted to see it at nighttime. I added lights in between clips too. You see I messed up there. That wasn't supposed to be a slab. But I was getting a little bit rushed here because I'm trying to end up the episode, and yeah, I messed up a little bit. What am I doing? Oh, I realized I put that slab in the wrong spot. I think... No, I didn't realize that yet. I already realized something's wrong though. Yep, there it is. Now it clicked. That was supposed to be a stair, you dum-dum. Now we put in our fences, like so. And that's kind of going to be the theme for the upper floor. But yeah, so alright, so this is where I really start getting attacked. We're going to take a step back and look at it. Probably pretty quickly cut off. Just pull her up real fast. Like I was saying, it doesn't look exactly like it's supposed to yet, but you'll see what it's supposed to look like here in just a moment once we get past this little voicing over of the clip that I messed up. But anyways, I didn't want to keep getting attacked, and we got to keep continuing on with the video. It's already running real long. So that's how it looks right now. As I was attempting to add detail, I forgot a lot of things, which we'll go over in just a second. But that's going to do it for this clip. Let's continue on with the actual episode. Alrighty, everybody. Well, the building itself is pretty much done. I'm glad I got, well, not got to, but I cut off camera because I messed up a couple things like I thought I was probably end up going to, and I forgot a lot of the details. For instance, I didn't even remember these buttons, and if we would have kept on trying to build on camera, well, I wouldn't have remembered that. But I made the iron bars too tall. I forgot about these kind of cross supporting beams. These I put an extra set of slabs underneath there just to kind of change the depth a little bit. But we got our flowers in our flower boxes and everything, and it looks pretty damn good in my opinion. So everything's it's a little generic still, like I was kind of complaining about in the previous episode, but I still think it looks pretty damn good. So anyways, I waited till a perfect time because I actually just wanted to get a view of that raise it turn night, and man, that looks great at night too. But the build's not done yet completely. It is done for now. The building itself is done, at least the outside. I don't really care about the inside too much. It's not like we're going to be able to do a whole lot on the inside, but I do want to come back eventually and build some sort of like little farm out here, because this, like I said, this is going to be a start of a little town or something, the town that I've always wanted to kind of build in Minecraft. And it all starts off with one person and one building, and he's going to be a little farmer guy, and he's going to kind of be living his way out, and we'll make some sort of backstory for him as we go. But it all starts with one little house, one little building, and as my skills get a little bit better and as I'm getting more comfortable, we'll build our way up to bigger and better things, hopefully eventually a castle. And yes, the pun was intended. But that's going to do it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'm sorry it was a little bit long. I know it was going to be long by the time I pretty much got to the details and everything. But so I apologize for that. I hope it was worth it because I really don't do that much building. And I really like how this one turned out. But anyways, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. This has been Crump3txxix. I'm out of here. Take care, everyone.